Hello, collective. Of course, this is my channel, Open Wide Tower, where we keeps it PG, but always keeping it G. Okay, so let's get into this read. You guys, I really feel like there's somebody who's trying to make you lose respect for yourself. They're trying to have other people not respect you, but you're still respected. Okay, and this is really creating an imbalance for someone else. Okay, they're just not able to flow like they normally do around you, or when they hear your name or your energy is present somehow, some way. Okay. um I really feel like you guys, there is like some sort of destruction that has occurred. Okay, for a bigger reason. It's for you to rebuild. And I really feel like somebody isn't able to, or well, this is not you. Let me see. Yeah, this is not you. This is somebody else. Somebody can't think clearly through the confusion and the chaos. Okay, but you can, honestly. Okay, there's somebody who is just, they're being very evil to you because they're salty, and somebody is truly inspired by you. They could even call you basic. They could say, oh, you're regular, or I don't know. It just is vibe of like, oh, wow, typical such and such. You know what I'm saying? But this person is actually truly inspired by you. But they're turning very black and wicked because they are salty. They are salty that you are still able to inspire people, that you still are able to give yourself some sort of self-love. Okay. Um, there's something about 1987. Or maybe this person was born in the 80s. Well, there's something about the 80s that's significant. When I think about the 80s, I think about smoothness. I think about a lot of transformation. Yeah. But somebody is trying to make it seem like you are just everything that they feel about you, they're trying to make it seem like you feel about them. Oh, they're salty because of me. Oh yeah, they're evil, they're wicked. Oh yeah, they're jealous, they're envious, but literally it's them. Their stand is because you guys might have cut this person off, okay, or cut a situation off, and you grew something from it. And what you grew from it was to be able to be your own narrative, have your own narrative over this situation. There's somebody that's like, oh, this person is tripping, they're being mean to me. It's really this weird energy. I always found this very weird where somebody does something to you, right? They poke the bear. Poke, 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 poke. And then instead of the bear poking back, the bear just says, you know what? I'm going to go hibernate somewhere else. And now they're mad that you moved. You're the bear that moved from your hibernation spot that they normally would poke you at, and you're not there anymore. Just because they can't poke. Like, somebody is mad that you won't let them, like, stick you, like, fuck with you, mess over you, just be petty and be mean to you. And it's like, what? I don't know what the fuck somebody was thinking. Sorry to curse you guys. But yeah, you guys are looking at something from a new day. I honestly felt like you could have been close to this person, whomever this may be. And like this kind of happened to show you like, hey, you were giving too much power to someone. You were making someone think that they could fix you. This is not anybody that you needed help from or support from. You just need to be to yourself away from this person. And I think you're getting a better perspective on that, okay? You're realizing that someone just wanted to be around you. Somebody didn't truly like you. They just wanted to be around you because it was majority vote. This was for manipulation. You know, they're like, oh, people like you, so yeah, let me be around you. And then, you know what I'm saying? I can have the perks of being around you. And you're realizing this and you're kind of over it. You're just like you might have been hurt, but then you woke up the next day and you were like, okay, I have a brand new perspective on this situation. Um, Honestly, somebody wanted your blessings, they wanted the perks, like, but they're not going to get it anymore. God is giving you a promise of two options or both, okay? Either way it goes, whatever somebody is trying to do to like bring you down, it's not gonna work. You're still going to get what it is that is meant for you because God has ordained this, okay? And nobody can stop what God has created or wants to happen or occur. Um, this person could do all they want. They could do the meanest, the horriblest, the most weirdest of the shits, okay? And you would still get what this is that God has promised for you, okay? And I feel like this person isn't able to work through this It's the more that they try to stick you or fuck with you, the more they get confused, the more chaos that comes into their life, okay? Um, and this person, oh no, yeah. So for them, they have a lot of confusion and chaos, but you don't. And this person is just like, why? And that's because you know the changes that are occurring is divine and this is from God. This person is not close to God, so they don't know about any changes that are occurring. They just look at the changes that are happening as, oh my God, this is horrible. Something bad is happening to me instead of looking at it in a good way. So, yeah, you guys, this is the reading. Basically, somebody is not going to be able to do some weird plan that they have to like make you fail because first of all, it's no reason to. And second of all, this is divinely orchestrated for you. And third of all, this tells me that you are chosen by God. And if you are chosen by God, apparently you must be a good ass fucking person, or you have done you put in some work for God to where He has promised you something. Like, I don't even know why this person has to have a demon on them that's making them stupid because there's no fucking way that someone can see. I'm dealing with a person who is still getting everything. I'm poking them, I'm sticking them, I'm trying to cause confusion, I'm being salty, I'm being evil, I'm turning things around for them, and nothing is still work for them. And for them to keep fucking with you is actually fucking insane. The only thing that I can think is they have the spirit of pride. They got a demon or something. That's the only excuse I can make because this has got to be dumb. If I realize this is happening to someone where I'm sticking them, I'm constantly doing shit to them, and nothing is like fucking with them, they're still receiving good things, I will leave them the fuck alone. But this person is like, oh no, no. Like, this person is because you know what it is. This person really looks up to you and they don't know how to come to terms with this. There are some people that, you know, look up to people and they get motivated, they get inspired, they're influenced. And then you have other people that look up to people and they're like, bitch, I don't want to look. So somebody is like, I just didn't want you to be the one that I look up to. This is not fair. It should have been me. So somebody feels like you should have looked up to them instead of them looking up to you. But I'm gonna tell you this. I've been in certain cases where I didn't mesh with people. And what I mean by mesh, I mean, it's not that I didn't like them. It's not that I did like them. I really didn't care for them. I wouldn't have cared if they won $1 million or became the richest person in the world. I wouldn't have cared if they were the poorest person in the world. They just didn't matter to me. Okay, I'm sorry to come off air signish, but you know what, it's just like I didn't when I don't mesh with somebody, it's just like, you know what, me and you, I don't hate you, I don't like you, but me and you just don't fit. And that's okay. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You just stay your way, you stay where you at, and I'm gonna stay where I'm at. But one thing is, I've been in a situation where I didn't mesh with somebody and I had to be in a group setting with them, kind of like a class setting. And, I realized, this is, I don't have any hate or anything against this person. I don't like them. I don't dislike them, but I just don't mesh. We will never mesh, and that's okay. But what I didn't know is that this was a person who was very, very smart. And the way that they would move, I would see the way that they move. Instead of hating off of it, I actually got inspired. I'm like, hey, here's a person. I don't mesh with them. I don't really want to deal with them. I don't have any problems with them. We don't click. But they are doing some things that I do need to take note on. I need to take some notes on. You know what I'm saying? And it takes a very mature, aligned person to realize that, and a prideless person too. You have to have a very good heart to notice, like, hey, I don't mesh with this person, but I can still take these motherfucking notes. You know what I'm saying? Because I've never been a hater. I'm just like a person where I'll just leave you there. And what I mean by leave you there is just like, I don't deal with you, you don't deal with me. I don't see nothing to learn from you. But it's, some people are like, oh, I don't have nothing to learn from you about. So yeah, let me just hate on you. Let me just be petty to you. Or hey, I do have something to learn from you about. So let me hate on you. Let me try to break you down so I can't learn nothing from you. That's stupid. It's like, what? Why break a person down that you need to take notes from? This is the person you need to be like staying out of their way, letting them do their thing, and just observe them and take those notes. But yeah, I just feel like this person isn't aligned, because instead of realizing this is something I need to be motivated by, this is something I need to inspire by, I need to take notes from, they're just looking at this as going straight to hateration. You know what I'm saying? Because we all are human. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I'm gonna say. I'm not saying that I've never hated on somebody, but I'm not a hater. And what I mean by that is I have trained myself to the moment. I've trained myself for so long. The moment when hateration, the spirit of hateration comes upon me, before it even tries to walk, like the spirit of hateration don't even look at me no more. The spirit of hateration, I'll never even feel it because I've trained it so much that when that spirit comes upon me, I'm like, back the fuck off. Get the fuck back, because you're trying to fuck this up for me, because it's something that I need to learn from this person, and I just need you to move back, because I ain't trying to hate off this person. I'm trying to take my motherfucking notes. So back the fuck back. So I didn't tell, that's another thing. When you rebuke a spirit so much, that spirit, sooner or later, it's just gonna stop fucking coming around you. So I feel like that's what this person needs to do. They still haven't learned the art of training themselves to know what spirits they don't need to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Because I do have the spirit of wrath. I'm not gonna lie. I have not rebuked the spirit of wrath. I have not learned to rebuke the spirit of wrath. Simply because I'm not gonna say I allow the spirit of wrath, but I'm gonna just say when I do feel that spirit, I will not rebuke it, but I will use that spirit for something good. You get what I'm saying? So turn that negative into a positive. You know what I'm saying? So if that spirit does come over me, cool. But I'm not going to let it overtake me to where I'll destroy something, but instead I'll let it overtake me to build something. That can be a little tricky, and you got to be a grandmaster to be able to, you know what I'm saying? Because that is still a possession. But I mean, come on now. We got the Holy Spirit. We got all type of spirits. Hey, what may work for you might not work for me. What might work for me might not work for you. You get what I'm saying? Um, but I feel like this person specifically, they need to figure out how to tweak this. You know what I'm saying? Because they could use this for their greater good. And every time that I do readings, you guys, I work for the highest good of all parties involved, even the people opposite of you guys that aren't doing the best, are a little bit negative, aren't spiritually intelligent. I still try to find some sort of alternatives as, hey, how can this person make this positive into a negative? Because you got to understand, the reason why I always say for the highest good is because, yeah, it's cool and all from what they say to have haters. But when you got too many haters and when you got like spiritual haters, no, that shit is not cool. That shit is just very fucking annoying, because it's kind of giving a vibe like, if we were to work together, shit would be so much easier. All of us could eat. All of us could be able to get the shit we want. You know what I'm saying? But you have them people, collective, that a lot of times want to work against you. But we also have to find a way to figure out can we how can we help this person, because if you help the people opposite of you that are doing the fucked up shit to you, you know what'll happen? They'll stop doing the shit because they received the help. Okay? So sometimes you can help them, and sometimes the way you can help them is by just staying away from them and having them to, they don't have anyone around them to say, oh, I blame you, I blame you, I blame you, you're doing this, you're doing this, you're doing this. When you get away from this person, and maybe they're by themselves, or maybe they don't feel your energy no more to be able to be the ones to blame, they won't have anything to, I got time for this shit. I'm gonna have to block him. You have to be on the block list. I'm gonna change my number. Okay, so I don't even know if this is still going for this video. But basically, there could be something about a father figure that's very significant, you guys. Um, but basically, what I am saying is you have to be able to help the people opposite of you that is causing the problems so you can have less problems. You can either help them by being with them and helping them, or you can help them by removing yourself, because you got to understand, sometimes even if you remove yourself from this person, you could still have to deal with some more problems from them because they are not getting the picture that they need to just stop. I don't even know if I'm making sense. Okay. But it's deeper than tarot, as I like to say. But no, like for real, like it's kind of giving a vibe of like, how can you have the less problems? How can people always talk about having haters? No, it's not about if you got one person hating on you, getting more haters. And I ain't gonna lie, Cat Williams did that. And when I was younger and less spiritual, what I used to love, I'm like, hell yeah, I want more haters. I want, man, let me tell you something. A motherfucker that had a lot of haters know goddamn well that shit is fucking annoying. When you get to a certain point, and as a grandmaster, where you don't have to operate off the energy of like somebody hating on you, somebody trying to put you down, somebody trying to block you, that's when you know you have spiritually matured. You know what I'm saying? Me, I still have my little moments. You know, I can still be able to, nah, I'm lying. I ain't gonna lie, I'm capping. I'm capping. Um, you know, I am very spiritually intelligent, but I still have this vibe of like, ooh, that I just need that fire up under my ass. You know, I'm just a fire. I have a lot of fire energy. I'm a very fiery person. I got a lot of watery fire shit in my chart. I'm around a lot of fire energies. So that's like where I'm bred from, and that's just how I come. You know what I'm saying? That's the energy. That's how my DNA was made as I was growing. You know what I'm saying? So I still haven't I haven't mastered that just yet, and I'm actually testing myself right now. I'm making myself my own experiment where I'm trying to test myself to learn how to master that art of, hey, I don't have to have this fire up under my ass to get to where I'm going or to motivate myself. Let me try to see if I can even motivate myself even when my ass is just cool. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just like a cooler breeze. Okay. So I feel like it's just that vibe, you guys. We have to understand how spiritual maturity is so important. We do not need 100 fucking thousand haters blocking us. No, what we want less haters. We want a clear path. You know, get shit the easy way instead of the hard way. But I'm not gonna lie. Depending on how you are, especially if you have a lot of air and fire energy, oh my God, that is just like, that's the epitome of like, oh, it's a rush. It's like, man, I need to be able to maneuver around the snakes and the people that's doing the spell work, and getting that rush of like so many motherfuckers tried to fuck me, like a Griselda type vibe. You know what I'm saying? And I've been watching Griselda, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm really a very observant person. I know they say 5%ers, but I think I'm like a 1%er. I made that up myself. Like, I really feel like I'm a 1%er, like some Neo type shit. And I watch a lot of series. I watch certain things so I can observe things. So I can figure out, hey, what mistakes did they make? So I can make sure that I don't make those mistakes. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're supposed to be doing as human on this human experience. We're supposed to be figuring out, hey, I'm around somebody that's going through some shit. You not just around them for no reason. This person is a lesson for you. Hey, one of my homeboys just died. My homeboys ain't died for in vain. Maybe this was a sign for me. Hey, I'm watching this series, and this series is kind of hitting on some shit that I need to work on. So maybe I should observe, or not even work on, or maybe some shit that could possibly potentially happen in my, hopefully y'all ain't watching Griselda and being like this could but I ain't gonna lie, when you watching Griselda, you know what I'm saying, little drugs ain't gonna hurt nobody. you know you know what I'm saying. After I watch Griselda, I'll be like, look. You know what I'm saying, making a few little, making a few white people happy, with a little coke, because they have such a good life and they need a little excitement. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. But no, I'm just playing. All jokes, all jokes. But yeah, you guys learn to observe situations. So I like to call it a bypass. Okay. Observe others, learn from their mistakes, and that's how you can bypass a lesson for yourself. Ooh, excuse me. It's so simple. It's so simple. And especially if you're in an urban community, oh my God, you got so much observation. It's so much you can. If you're in an urban community, even if you're not in an urban community, you could be around a lot of people who are having a lot of trials. Nigga. I mean, oh, sorry, not nigga. Oh, but girl or guy. Sorry. That is the time. That's a perfect place for observation. You know what I'm saying? And then getting your mental very sharp, because if you're in a hood, I'm from an urban community. You know what I'm saying? Grew up as a scholar, type of girl, but I still was around a lot of urban things, and urban people and situations. I do know when you're in that type of survival thing, it sharpens your mind. You know what I'm saying? To where you can be able to observe and you can be able to have your mind very sharp. You know what I'm saying? Because even through observation, especially in the urban communities, or when you're around a lot of situations that could be very chaotic, you still have to keep your mind sharp even when you're observing. So it's just like, I could be watching somebody arguing and they get into a fight, and I could observe, okay, how could a resolution could have came from this situation instead of us getting to where we are now. But in the midst of you observing this fight in the hood, you also got to have your mind sharp for, hey, wait a minute, maybe I should go to my car. Or hey, maybe I should get my car park somewhere a little far, so just in case a shot, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why, like, a lot of urban people are very smart when it comes to survival. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, when you are so used to that. But anyhow, what was I saying? Because I just went on to it. Look, I didn't have like 10 different subjects and like 23 minutes flat, and I got like 20 more subjects stored in me and 3 more questions in the farthest back of my mind. So that I'm trying to answer myself, not even for nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm on the podium for y'all. So for y'all collective. But you guys, yeah. So just, what I'm basically trying to say, you guys, is this person is, they got to help themselves, okay? And I feel like y'all are going to be good. Y'all have learned the art of something, and that is the art of, you know what? If somebody is chosen by God, maybe I should not fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. You know, it's okay. Maybe I should take a note, take a lesson so I can get chosen by God too. So, yeah, that's the reading.